My name's Todd. I was born here in Naples.
Yeah.
My name's Todd. I was born in a house in Naples. I was troubled because I was born with a full-size head and a very small body. So I was oblong. My mom and my dad were there for my birth, so was I. And my dad had a problem with not drugs or anything. He just liked to, hit me when my mom wasn't looking. As a baby, not as an adult, nothing weird. So every time my mom had her back turned, my dad would just, punch real quick, and then I'd be crying, and then mom would be like, "What's the problem?" Dad would be like, "I don't know, he probably just needs a fucking candy." Mom, "You don't give babies candy?" And Dad says, "Well, if they're from my family, because I grew up on candy." And ultimately, that was the situation. That's how I got to know my parents. That's my earliest memory of my parents.
Well, now let's jump a little bit further. You grew up a little bit, and then you started,
Rapping?
Yeah.
I started my rap career. This was, I think, circa '94. Throwing down some jive lyrics. I used to rap for a Christian ministry because I'm still really religious to this day. Fucking Christ, let's see.
Amen.
My first rap song, it was something along the lines of, "Yo, hey, drop it before I pop it, or I'll hit you in the face. Now let's stop it." And then that was the end of it. I was thinking of more, but I think that's as far as I got before I was kicked off the stage.
Oh, well, I guess you've been through a lot of times where you've had to try, and then you failed. But
Struggle, dude.
Struggle, yeah.
That was my rap name. MC Struggle.
Alright, so let's go into finally you got out on your own. You moved out of your parents. Let's talk about your first house. What was it like moving into a new house? The scary feeling of independent.
It wasn't that scary. It was horrifying. It was hard to sleep at night. Sounds were always happening. I was always waking up and looking around and things. And it was scary because it's a new house, and they talk about walls are creaking and shit like that. But there was not a whole lot of weather or anything. And one time there was a guy in the house, though. That was really weird because he was just kicking it over in the corner. And I shot up, I looked directly at him, and I said to him, "What the deal, bro?" And he was like, "You have any Capri Suns?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, take it to the refrigerator." So he walked to the refrigerator, he had himself a drink. There was no Capri Suns, fortunately. So he got mad, of course, and then he just sat down and started playing my video games and told me best bet was to shut up and go back to sleep because since I didn't have any Capri Suns, what are you going to do? And, I did. I went back to sleep, woke up, and he was gone. He had a great time.
Never saw him again?
Never saw him again. He came back the next day.
So now, let's go over your first job.
Oh.
Can you walk us through how it was when you first started?
Yeah, I used to just clean up dog shit. It was at my dad's house, and I used to make $4.99 an hour exact, and the 99 cents was in change. It was just me, a shovel, and some shit. And
so I take it you liked it.
I loved it, dude.
That's good. How did you deal with that kind of stress?
Joined a gang. Considering my rap career just went,
hand in hand.
Second nature with me, really. Yeah. There would be, many nights we were just rolling down the east coast of Naples, and it'd be me, it'd be Slick Will, what was his name? Mega Chris, and then Walter. Walter was a newbie. He didn't really get, a nickname because he hadn't done his justice yet. But yeah, that was our shit every Tuesday. Gather around right after church. It was an odd day for church, but it was on the Tuesday.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we'd put on our headbands and then we'd all just jump in the car and cruise and then yell shit out the window. somebody was walking by. It was, hey, bro, your fucking shoelaces are gold. And usually they weren't. You know, real sick shit we'd say like that.
Wow. Were you guys into drugs?
Yeah, hard stuff. I called Mad Dog one day, and I went over to his house, knocked on the door. Mad Dog, bro, you got any of that hish hish? And he's like, were you looking for the hish hish, the yellow or the black? And I'm like, bro, if you can spot me a little bit of both, it'd be perfect. And he says, yeah, hold on 1 second. And he comes back, and he's got two straws in this big fucking Ziploc bag. And he says, hey, I don't have any little samples, so you gotta take it from this bag here and now, or you gotta leave. And I said, what's with the shit, man? We thought we was close. We was like this, and now we apart. And then me, Mad Dog, and it was Walter. This is how I got his cue in there. We all leaned in and we sucked on them straws for about 10 minutes. It was nothing gay at all. It was totally straight. They were short straws, but it was totally straight. And we were looking into each other's eyes, and that's when we knew that Walter was going to be part of our crew.
The peppermint.
It was the hish hish. What?
The peppermint candy sticks. The crew.
Yeah, that was the crew. Don't say it out loud.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So he became part of the gang because of the hish hish.
Yeah.
Can you describe the hish hish? Like, what did it look like?
It was like next level shit, man. It was always in a Ziploc bag. It was powdery. It was a little bit watery. It was actually, if I had to describe it, it was like shit in a bag. I think it was shit in a bag the whole time that Mad Dog was giving us, really. Cause we tripped crazy, man. We were running around and shit, fucking like savage Indians. Our clothes are all tied up and on our foreheads and shit with sticks and fighting each other and whatnot. And, I mean, that was what you had to do back in the day. Back in '94, circa '94, that was.
So this all happened within a year period.
Yeah, times was hard back then. This was when Clinton was running shit and.